at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word "Doug" along with your issue and see the feed to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond to your concerns immediately. Nation, hope to see you on our next game. The first 10,000 up before the gates will begin tomorrow. Warriors winning. You don't want it. Join us for outcome. At point guard, 6'3", number 3,
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Strawther in at the two-guard spot.
Clearly a foul.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. So it's Denver now. Here's Micic. Pass to Gordon. Jokic with a screen on Curry. And that one's good. Strawther.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. MP outside. Outside for Curry. Shot from 12, and the jumper is good.
Good at keeping the game simple. When Curry sees the mid-range J open up, he rises up with confidence.
Here's Micic. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Strawther, no good. Now, MP. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
Jokic with a screen on MP. 4 on the clock. Micic, the pass to Jokic. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. Now, here's Moody. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. MP outside. Takes it inside, and the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
For Denver, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Denver passing it around. Porter finds Jokic. Shoots over Jackson Davis. Jokic, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's MP. Here he goes. And the dunk by MP.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, MP.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense. Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Porter kicks to Gordon. Pass to Micic. Outside, Porter. Jokic high post. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Kuminga throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Micic, the pass to Gordon. Here's Micic. Pass to Strother. And here's Porter. Here's Micic, covered by MP. And they get it. It's hauled in by MP. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor. My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month? The Warriors, number one.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Gordon finds Porter. Lets it go with a three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And such a sharpshooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Now, here's MP. He's guarded closely. Floats it up for Kuminga. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Micic. Nothing on the board. Jokic with a screen on MP. 6 to shoot. Micic, the pass to Jokic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
The 19-foot shot. The shot by Curry, no good.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Jokic with it. He had 25 points last game. Jokic a screen. Here's Micic. A three-pointer, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Justice. Porter with the steal. Left side, Gordon. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
A moment to check out MP here. The past month has been surreal. And he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Podziemski, he's checked in for Moses Moody.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Gordon with no one around, and the three ball is good.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Golden State moving the ball around. Kuminga sets a screen for MP. And Kuminga throws it down.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Micic. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Strother. Off target with his three.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
MP kicks to Curry. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists in the game. Curry's gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Over to the left wing. Here's Micic. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
MP deciding where to go with it. Going inside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Here's Micic. Pass to Gordon. Outside Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Strother. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And MP throws it down.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Pass to Strother. Outside Porter. There's the triple. Another 3 for Denver.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Charlotte just was phenomenal. He had an impressive number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Micic can't hit.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now, here's MP. He's tightly guarded. On the wing, MP. Down low, here's Jackson Davis.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Pass to Capella. Here's Micic. To end the run, and the layup is up and in. Micic has got 5 points so far.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Screen by Wiggins. Loads it up for Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
High arcing shot, and it's MP with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pass to Pajemski. Offline with his three. The Nuggets trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Capella sets a screen for Porter. Here's Micic, covered by MP. Pass to Strother. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shoots over Curry. Warriors with the rebound. On the wing, MP. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Warriors on top. They lead by 18. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Peyton Watson. Jokic is out there with John Collins. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Brown in at the 2. Now Merrill. And the 3 off target. On the wing, MP. He's defended by Merrill. Pass to Pajemski. MP left side. Back to Thompson from downtown. The rebound by Merrill. The Nuggets trail by 17. Collins, a screen on MP. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Moses Moody in for Thompson. MP passes to Moody. Here's MP. On the wing, MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Merrill with the ball. Now defended by MP. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's MP.
Oh, yes! What heart by MP. Going through contact there and converting.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Merrill finds Jokic. Here's Brown. Here's Merrill. And again, Denver with the triple.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
To the wing right side. Here's Justice. He takes it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to Jokic. Now, here's Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Watson, the pass to Merrill. No good from outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Here's Justice driving inside, and he lays it straight in. MP's got 24 points.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Brown. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Now Merrill. From deep, Collins. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Jokic. Jokic has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Here's Justice, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Nuggets trail by 20. Jokic with the screen on MP. Here's Merrill. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Wiggins passes to Justice. And the dunk by MP.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Collins passes to Jokic. Here's Brown. No scoring in this one. Clock at 4. Pass to Watson. Launches it. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Warriors leading by 22. Justice the pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For Denver, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9. Put it down!
Wow! My gracious, way to get up.
And MP put his youth to work there. Gets the ball and outruns everyone down the floor.
Here's Merrill. It's good from long range. Merrill's got 9.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's Justice. Driving.
Oh, my goodness, man. Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
They get a hand on it. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. And MP throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
It's time. Oh, wow.
That is powerful.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Floats it up for Kuminga. No good on the shot.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And the Warriors with some changes. Irving comes in for Wiggins, and Curry subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. Porter finds Gordon. Here's Micic, covered by MP. Gordon inside. Kuminga on him, and the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Golden State now. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside Curry. A 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category Ball movement has been flawless.
And Irving throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Denver's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Inside.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Santos is checked in, and it's Brandon Pajemski in for Kuminga. Really left alone that time. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better, and that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Here's Micic. He has 5. Pass to Gordon. Porter looking it over to the right side. Micic misses the 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Justice the pass to Santos. Moody's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Porter in the corner. To the middle. Here's Micic. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Santos. Rebound by the Nuggets. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Micic. Here's Strother. 12 points his last outing. Shot clock at 5. Micic, the pass to Capella. And here's Gordon from outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Strother. Here's Capella. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Capella's got his first points in this one. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Curry. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Looking to get back on track here. Micic can't hit.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Micic, the pass to Capella. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Here's Justice. And MP throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Denver shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Micic, covered by MP. Micic, the pass to Porter. Gordon with the screen for Porter. Shoots over Pajemski. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 9.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Micic, covered by MP. Out to the right wing. Here's Strother. He's got 5. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Golden State. Kuminga comes in for Brandon Bajemski.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
On the wing, MP. He's got 44. Outside Curry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Micic. From the stripe. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 7.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. MP has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Denver. And this game is ugly. The kind of game where fans put bags over their heads.
It's ugly, Ernie.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Denver Nuggets.
Their defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you gotta beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
Thank you for being with us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Moses Moody is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's MP in at the 1. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
This is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
And stolen by MP.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Micic. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Curry. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. MP against Gordon. MP passes to Moody. Just 5 to shoot. MP inside. Defended by Gordon. And the basket by MP. MP's got 52 points. Outside, Porter. Pass to Gordon. Jokic with the screen on Kuminga. Gordon. Out left to the wing. Now Porter. Defended by Moody. Here's Strother. 5 points in the game. Good on the three-point shot. Strother's got his third bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Micic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Moses Moody.
Yeah, easy call.
The Nuggets have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. And so he makes both from the line. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Curry. MP outside. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And great, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And stolen by MP. That one falls. MP's got 54 points.
2 physical points from MP, and you know he'll continue developing his strength.
Porter in the corner. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's the three. Strother, no good.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Denver with the rebound. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Takes a 3. The Nuggets with another miss. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Back to MP. There's the screen. In the corner, Moody with it. 5 to shoot. MP finds Curry. Pulls up. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. 26 points for Stephen Curry.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Curry on the wing. MP dishes to Curry. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Strother. 8 points for him. Sinks the three-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. By himself, and MP throws it down.
Ooh, I can tell fresh legs when I see him. Look at the young legs of MP getting out on the break.
Back to Gordon. To the inside. That's good from Porter on the assist by Gordon. Porter's got 14 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
If you get open, MP will find you.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Micic. Jokic with it, covered by MP. Jokic, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Now, here's MP. Guarded closer.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And the slam by Moody.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Christian Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Micic. He's got 9. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
Different look here for the Warriors. Santos is checked in. Wiggins comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Moses Moody. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Yep, it counts.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Poked away and stolen by MP. Pajemski on the wing. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Here's Micic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
It didn't take long for Pajemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to MP. And Brown pulls it down. Nuggets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Porter passes to Micic. Back to Porter. Pass to Gordon. Over Wiggins. And another miss by Denver. Golden State's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with Orlando, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Clock at 6. It's Porter outside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins, and a miss there on the triple. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Pass to Brown. Denver passing it around. Count it. Brown's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The drive by MP.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
Here's Micic. He's got 9. Pass to Jokic. Here's Micic. And here's Jokic. And he drops it in from the low post. Jokic has got 8 points in the quarter.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
Here's Micic, covered by MP. Brown the pass to Porter. Jokic a screen. Porter, no luck.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Santos.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Gordon against MP. And MP throws it down.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And stolen by MP. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Nuggets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Porter with it. Now defended by MP. He gets that one.
And the size Porter Jr. has helps him on those physical takes. Great work inside there.
And the dunk by MP.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Denver shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Brown, the pass to Porter. For three, Gordon. The offensive rebound, Jokic. Here's Micic. 9 points in the game so far. 5 on the clock. Right wing. Tries again. Brown's shot is off. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's MP. And another one falls.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The Warriors shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Porter outside. And they recover it.
Yet another possession they've managed to hold on to. They are really in control on offense.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach.
Defense has been fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Collins is out there with Jokic. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Watson. Makes it off the glass.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And Thompson kicks to MP. The screen from Thompson. MP outside. Back to Thompson. Pass to MP. Thompson outside. Sexton for 3. Denver grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
Three-pointer.
Jokic has got 11 points here in just the second half. MP outside. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And here's Watson. Floats one up, and it's Jokic missing. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside for Sexton. Back to MP. Outside, Sexton. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
What is going on right now?
Irving's checked in for the Warriors. And a switcher also for Denver. Merrill's checked in. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started.
And he is brimming with confidence. Jokic just doesn't question his decisions.
The screen from Thompson. MP with it. He's picked up by Collins. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Micic checked in.
Incoming, it's Joker time as Jokic shaking the arena with that slam.
Thompson sets the pick for MP. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that's a veteran move from MP, using the pump fake to bait the defense. Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half. Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him. Golden State on D. Here's Micic over MP. Micic's shot is good.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
MP outside. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Micic. Watson, the pass to Micic. Out to the right wing. Jokic against Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to MP. Back to Thompson. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple.
And this is Thompson's shot. One of the most gifted outside shooters the NBA, the world has ever seen.
Here's Micic. Now Jokic. Here's Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Substitution for your Warriors.
Here's MP. Santos, the pass to MP. Clock is at 3. The rebound by Micic.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here.
For 2.
Wiggins is checked in. And then for Denver, Gordon's checked in for John Collins. And it's Michael Porter in for Peyton Watson. And yep, another basket.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Pass to Brown. Outside Gordon. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
one-made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Brown's shot is off. And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. And MP throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Jokic draws the double. There's the three. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Holmes kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Sexton. Now, here's MP. Fires away from outside. The long-distance three is barrel.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Another bucket. Wow.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. And stolen by MP. Driving in, yet another bucket.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. And Wiggins throws it down.
2 wild points from Wiggins. Andrew, he is getting up.
Denver's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Floats it up for Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
And how about the slam from Wiggins, showing off some of that athleticism there.
The Nuggets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to Micic. Denver passing it around to end the cold streak. And again, Denver no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Just a crafty move by Wiggins, pulling up for his shot out of nowhere.
And another steal for him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
Out to Thompson, back to MP. Outside, Sexton. Wiggins, that's a screen for MP. Floats it up for Wiggins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Always said, when in doubt, just jump over them. And Wiggins is listening to me.
Denver shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Pass to Micic. Here's Brown. Here's Micic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. It's Porter outside to score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
And MP throws it down.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
And stolen by MP for the finish. And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Micic, covered by MP. Micic, the pass to Porter. Here's Micic from past the arc. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Drives to the hoop, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And the foul called on MP. That's it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering.
Substitution on the board. For NBA rules, the play is under video review.
In for MP.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it. And this is the time now where the official.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was...
quadruple dunk, in case you forgot.